According to the Serbian astronomer, Milorad Patrick Nibiru, he was the one who devastated the planet Mars during its last passage through the inner solar system. His theory proposes a surprising idea. Statements given by other astronomers whose careers were discredited for even mentioning the word Nibiru. So Protic kept his beliefs in Nibiru hidden to keep from being kicked out of the scientific community. Of public domain in 2012, the International Astronomical Union asked Protic's relatives for a part of the unparalleled cosmic investigation. In opposition, his daughter filed several judicial appeals before the Court of Appeals of Serbia. She declared that her father's personal memoirs on Nibiru were practically a diary of Protic and therefore were exempted from public observation, so the court ruled in her favor. The family of Dr. Milorad Patrick fear that if his investigations are made public, they will shake the foundations of society. Also, his direct relatives are receiving royalties for other works of Protic, and they fear losing their royalties if the Nibiru investigation of Dr. Protic is done public. This would harm his good name and ruin the reputation he earned during an impeccable career, and not because knowledge about Nibiru is something negative for a scientist, even more when it is fully proven that Nibiru is real, but because the scientific community always takes charge of destroying the career and reputation of any scientist who dare to speak of Nibiru. According to Protic, no other Nibiru research scientist has linked the near-total lack of water on Mars with Nibiru, which last passed through our inner solar system in 1580 BC, and at that time Mars was lush with abundant water where flora and fauna thrived in the environment Martian, until Nibiru devastated Mars and extinguished almost all signs of life and transformed that fertile landscape into an arid terrain of disastrous decline. In 1580 BC, Nibiru passed very close to Mars, and the crew of Nibiru intentionally created colossal electromagnetic and gravitational distortions in the virtually unvarying orbit of Mars. Its proximity created a synergistic chain reaction that caused billions of gigawatts of energy that tore apart and incinerated the atmosphere of Mars. Gigantic streams of ionized plasma incinerated the planet and evaporated trillions of cubic meters of seawater. This series of events, according to Patrick, disturbed the thermal balance of Mars. The dimension of the resulting energy was of a magnitude more powerful than the direct hit of a coronal mass discharge from the Sun.